Hello and thank you for logging on to woodcosupply.com. In this video, we are going to help you troubleshoot your gas-burning fireplace. This video is for troubleshooting a gas fireplace that has a burning pilot light, but the gas burner will not ignite. If at any time you do not feel comfortable or these tips do not help, call your plumber for a diagnostic evaluation or call Woodco and we can get you in touch with a plumber that is familiar with the appliance. First, we need to look at the information sticker to confirm we are dealing with a correct model. This sticker is found under the access panel in the bottom of the fireplace. Here's a list of the models that fall under this troubleshooting video. You can stop the video now while you look to verify your fireplace is one of these models. If your gas fireplace is not one of these models, you may try your owner's manual or call your plumber, as this is nothing more than a gas appliance. If your model is on the list, let's proceed with the troubleshooting. The first thing we need to verify is the valve selector is in the on position. The valve is located underneath the access panel in the bottom of the fireplace. If the burner does not ignite with the valve in the on position, proceed to the next step. With the valve selector in the on position, make sure the damper is in the open position. These models are vented and have a damper. As a safety feature, there is a micro switch on the damper to prevent the appliance from burning when the damper is closed. As you move the damper lever into the open position, listen for a faint clicking sound to ensure the damper lever is making positive contact with the micro switch. If you do not hear a faint clicking sound, perform a visual inspection to see if the micro switch needs to be adjusted. If the burner does not ignite, leave the damper in the open position and continue troubleshooting. With the valve selector in the on position and the damper in the open position and making positive contact with the micro switch, we will now check the wall switch. First, check to make sure the wall switch is in the on position. If it is in the on position, we need to check the switch. If the appliance is wired correctly, there is only a millivolt current going through the wall switch. Run a jumper across the terminals at the wall switch. If the burner comes on, the wall switch needs to be replaced. If the burner does not come on, leave the switch in the on position and move on to the next step. If your fireplace is equipped with a remote control, slide the 3-position switch to the on position. If the burner ignites, the batteries probably need to be replaced. If the burner does not ignite, leave the switch in the on position and proceed to the next step. With the valve selector in the on position and the damper in the open position and making positive contact with the micro switch and the wall switch in the on position, we will now check the heat limit switch. The heat limit switch is another safety feature in addition to the damper switch on this appliance. It ensures that if the fireplace gets hotter than its designed temperature, it will shut the system down. The heat limit switch is located in the upper left corner of the appliance behind the retractable screen. It is round and silver and looks like a nickel. It is secured with 2 Phillips head screws. When removing the heat limit switch, be sure not to drop the screws. Also, if the terminals on the heat limit switch touch the body of the fireplace, the unit will short out and the pilot will go out. If this happens, simply relight the pilot light after 3 minutes. With the heat limit switch out and the wires still connected, run a jumper wire across the terminals. If the burner ignites, the heat limit switch needs to be reset or replaced. If the heat limit switch has a red reset button on the back, simply press the reset button. If not, the heat limit switch needs to be replaced. If the burner does not come on, we can proceed to the next step. We will now jump the terminals on the valve to check if the valve is operational. Run the jumper wire from the TH terminal to the TP-TH terminal on the valve. If the valve does not ignite, call Woodco with the serial number of the appliance and we can order a new valve for you. These are some simple troubleshooting tips that a homeowner can perform on their gas fireplace appliance in the event the pilot light is on and the burner will not ignite. At any time you do not feel comfortable or these tips do not help, call your plumber for a diagnostic evaluation or call Woodco and we can get you in touch with a plumber that is familiar with the appliance. Thank you again for logging on to woodcosupply.com.